Joining me right now is Lieutenant Colonel Manish Srivastava, who is the PRO of Defence. He's located in Dehradun, and he can confirm that. Colonel Srivastava, can you tell us right now, as far as the ground zero is concerned, how accessible is it? Because Army was the first boots on ground over there. So if anyone has any information, it is the Army.
Yes, I will update you on the latest rescue operations that are going on. Now, what I have come to know in the morning that despite the inclement weather, rescue operations were on throughout the night. Those people who were stranded there on the lower reaches have been moved to a safe place, oblique higher reaches. Additional army columns have also been moved from the north of Dharasu, and they are trying to reach Dharasu to add on to the already existing 150 people who are there of the army IBEX brigade who are working on ground. They will be assisting them, the existing column, with tracker dogs. Some drones are being requisitioned, and there is some earth moving equipment that the army is also bringing in, and they are also coordinating with the border roads. And in addition to that, air assets are also on a standby to move them as the weather gets okay, to rescue the people out of that place, oblique to deliver the supply to the place where the eventuality has happened.
Right. Colonel Srivastava, what about your own men? We know that one of the cloudbursts was over the Harsil army camp. So what is the situation there?
Yes, as we came to know yesterday that there were 11 people who got affected by that Harshil Army Camp cloudburst, out of which two people were successfully rescued. They are safe now. And the search, actually, the column is actually going on and searching for those 9 people who are feared missing right now. So we are looking out for them also, and we are trying our best to help out our own people, the locals of Dharasu, Harsil, and wherever the problem has actually occurred.
Right. Colonel Srivastava, there were also some reports, although unconfirmed, of a lake formation because of blockage of flow of Bhagirathi. Has any communication come across from there to the army regarding that?
I must tell you that right now the communication to Dharasu has been blocked. The both side of the Dharasu has suffered severe landslides. So the road moving up to Dharasu from south, and the road from Nilang coming down north, they both have suffered massive landslides. That's why firstly the road communication is blocked. Secondly, the mobile communication is also down there. There is no mobile communication with the people on ground. The army is only been able to communicate with the formation headquarter where I am communicating from, that IBEX brigade, through satellite phones only. So there is very limited information which has come to us. And probably the lake formation, this thing is being looked after by the state administration. However, Army is presently focused on the rescue operations in Dharasu and Harsil, where actually people have suffered great amount of losses.
Absolutely, Colonel Srivastava. And the country and the state of Uttarakhand is extremely thankful for your efforts and Army's efforts. Do stay on with us because we want to explain to our viewers the geography plays a crucial role in this entire situation. Where that village was situated, the topography of that area, how it was the water and the sludge and the mud and the silt funneled from that entire region into the Bhagirathi. My colleague Ankit Kumar tries to explain this to you via satellite pics.
Every bits and pieces of information collected by our local reporters, official sources, we have tried to stitch together to give you a better sense of what has been happening in Uttarkashi's Dharali village. Now, you have seen the visuals, the dramatic visuals where you can see the sea of mud essentially coming from this direction. Now, this is the Bhagirathi river. At the downstream, it is situated at roughly 8,300 feet. The Dharali village is roughly at around 8,000 feet from sea level. And this point that we have pointed is roughly 12,600 feet, which means there's a difference of roughly 4,000 feet. We have calculated the approx speed of the first wave of the mud that you see in the visuals, and based on that, roughly 43 kilometers per hour. Roughly 43 kilometers per hour was the speed of the first mudslide that you have seen in the visuals. Now, the worst affected area is this place called Dharavi, the Dharavi Kasbah, the Dharavi village. This is the set of buildings which have been worst affected. Thankfully, so far, these buildings appear to be less destroyed, less damaged. Another important point is you have also seen the second landslide footage. The second landslide footage is right behind this mountain top. The Suki top is behind this mountain top. So at least 2 landslides has been observed. First is in Dharali, which comes from this direction. The second one is behind this mountain top, the Suki top. Thankfully, we do not believe there is likely to be much more damage than this, because the residential buildings, we do not see those residential buildings in at least the satellite pictures available. This is the Khirgarh Nala, which merges into the Bhagirath river. Now, the second picture that we have for you is the rough estimate of the affected village, that is the Dharali village. From our calculation, roughly 13 to 14 acres of area has been badly damaged. How much damage we will come to later, but this is the broader direction of the mudslide, and this is the Bhagirathi river. There is a bridge. Also, thankfully, there is a helipad right behind this place. There is a working helipad that should be used during the rescue efforts. This is the overview. This is the helipad. This is the helipad that we just discussed. So if at all, this could be used as part of the rescue operation. This is the affected place. A very famous temple called Kalp Kedar temple is located at this place, right at the bank of the river. Direction of the slide is the mudslide is from this side. The Suki top is behind this mountain top, and this place also has a helipad. So if this helipad somehow is safe, this could be used during the rescue operation. Now, the next point is, which is much more important, is this one. In the red dots that you see, these are the buildings that are likely destroyed or completely swept away. So on the right side, you have much more red dots, which means that the destruction caused by the landslide or the mudslide is much more in this direction. The temple and other buildings are on this side. Unfortunately, at least 4-5 buildings have been damaged, but the yellow dots that you see, Pooja, are likely partially damaged buildings. That is what we have been able to gather so far.